All right, so it says the difference of two numbers is 34 and their sum is 338. Find the numbers. All right, so as we do these problems, what we're going to do is we're going to start by saying or identifying what our variables are going to be. And it says the difference of two numbers. Okay, so when we do this, the first thing I'm going to say is there's two numbers. We're going to say X and Y. And we'll say they are completely different numbers. X is the first number. Okay, and Y is the second number. Okay, and there's a couple of things that go on in this. It says the difference of the two numbers. So just as a reminder that when we say the word difference, we are thinking that we are going to subtract them. Okay, so we're going to subtract the two numbers and we're going to say it is 34 when we do that. So we're going to say, let's take the first number, X. We're going to subtract the second number, Y, and we're going to get a value of 34. And what we have here is our first equation. That will tell us, if we go ahead and mark it out, this is the first area, or the area in which we are going to get the first equation. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try to build a second equation, and notice what it says. It says their sum is 338. This is where we're going to get our second equation. And think about it, when we say the word sum, that is addition. So in other words, if we subtract them, we get 34. If we add them, we get 338. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, okay, well, what if we take the first number and we add it to the second number? Okay. That is going to be our equation for this series of problems, or for this word problem. So there's our systems of equations. Now, once we do this, we have to figure out how do we want to solve them. And most people are pretty good. They'll look at it and they'll say, do I want to use elimination, substitution, or do I want to graph it? In this problem, I'm going to use the elimination method, and that is because we have the two that are opposites of each other already set up. Remember, elimination, we add them together. So x plus x is 2x. These cancel, giving us a 0. And then 338 plus 34 is going to give us 372. Okay? And then, of course, we divide. Okay, so x comes out. We take 372 divided by 2, and what is that? 175 plus 3. So what is 372 divided by 2? I can't remember. We can do the math real quick, but we can also go to Desmos, and I'm going to do 372 divided by 2, which is going to be 186. Okay, so 186. Okay, and now remember, once we have that value, we plug it right back in to one of the equations. So I'd say x is 186, and our equation, remember, would be x then y. So I'm going to take that and put 186 in the x, and then I'm going to plug that 186 in into any one of the equations. 186 plus y equals to 338, and I'm going to solve for the other value by subtracting by 186. And once we have that, it's 338 minus 186. That brings us to 152. X, y equals to 152. And once we have that, we just come over and we're gonna, what it says, type your two answers into the answer block once you solve them. So 186, so it's the least to greatest. One says from least to greatest, so 152, comma, 186, or space 186. I'm not sure how she's gonna take that. Okay. And then once I've got that, we are in good shape.